It's the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls and the Northport Huntington Tigers for some freshman hockey, and you're listening on the Long Island Sports Network on what is a chilly fall Friday evening. I am Magnus Healy, and working the camera for me tonight is Frank Potetto. He's been a wonderful help thus far and will continue to be. As I had mentioned, we have the Tigers matching up against the Bulls. The Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, known to be, as Smithtown Hauppauge is, one of the more competitive and dominant high schools we have in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, as this is their red version. They do have a blue as well, and if you're an avid Suffolk County High School Hockey League viewer, you'll know that they have enough kids to support two very strong clubs, as we know. The last time these two teams matched up now was March 22nd, the Suffolk County High School League playoffs of last year, as Northport Huntington lost 2-1 over Smithtown Hauppauge. As we are just moments away from the opening face-off. But first, it'll be the national anthem that we'll listen to. And on the flip side, we had mentioned Northport Huntington coming in at 0-3. They've struggled in the net, but that's more things that I'll tell you, as it's been a tale of two different stories that we'll discover tonight on this freshman matchup. As around 20 seconds to go in the pre, we'll head to the national anthem just after this. And we're back. There was no national anthem here on the North Rinks, but we'll be heading to an opening face-off. It's the Tigers and it's the Bulls. The Bulls will be skating right to left in the red uniforms, and the Tigers from left to right in the white. The Bulls will win the opening face-off, and it goes near their net. Early opportunity. Is it a goal? It is not. And a save early for the Bulls. As we jump into some quick action here, I was under the impression that there would not be a national anthem tonight. My apologies, folks. But we are under a quick night of action here at the North Rinks. 10 seconds remain. It'll be an opening face-off for the Tigers. Fought for in the corner. It's pinched down, and it's eventually fought out by McIntyre. Now down they go. Handled by DeBow in the far corner. Looks to clear it, and he does. Finds the stick now of Beccarelli, and an icing is called. We have two stoppages already. As with 14:36 to go, we're away, and another opening faceoff is won by the Tigers. Dished out down low by Hahn. Around the net they go. Back out in front, trying to find a clear there is DeBow, and they work around. Shot trying to get around the net there from the Tigers. That was Rowe, and they'll try to deal with it now. Out in front, an opportunity now. Can they get anything across? No, as a great stick check comes from Mills. And down the ice they go with speed, led by Nicoletti. Dangling through to a defender. Dishes it to catch it on the left. Excuse me, folks. As a centering bid can't find the stick of his teammate, and now Northport Huntington will handle it. Down the ice they go, led by Alfano. Alfano's got numbers. Centering bid to Cusco, can't find the stick, and it sails far, and it'll be an exchange for the Bulls going down the ice now. As they'll work with it. And another whistle is blown. And we're back from the North Rink. Some action, but no goals yet. I apologize. We had some technical difficulties, but with 12:27 off of this clock early in the first period, we've seen action going up and down the ice for both the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls and the Northport Huntington Tigers. 12:19 to go in the first period, as 0-0 is the score. And it's been a tale of kind of two different teams thus far. Northport has had their fair share of struggles on their own end, as now we will look at an O-zone face-off for the Bulls. Can they win it and get some momentum and put pressure on the struggling McCartney this season? As it's won, and they'll head down the ice now. Now led by Nicoletto. He'll dish it across the ice, and back and forth the Bulls go between their teammates. Handled with care from Di Lorenzo, and he'll skate it around his own net past the comfortable body of Murator, who's just played phenomenal in the cage this season. Had no struggles on his end, but now Scotty's got some room. A stick check, couldn't come away with it. A shot straight to the chest of Matthew McCartney. They're coming from Jackson Beal, looking for his first goal of the season. But as we had mentioned, Matthew McCartney, 9 goals allowed a game. It's been difficult for him, but they've only been 2 shorthanded on the season. So definitely want to play a little bit better in special teams, as we'll see that could be possibly a factor tonight. As working near the blue lines, Nicoletta, wrister, stick check over the middle, it's bouncing around the crease. And it's a save from McCartney once again, but the Bulls continue to threaten, that time coming from Dowling. That was Aiden Dowling down low, as they will look to continue to put pressure in the offensive zone. That's what's going to cause some panic among the Tigers, and they've struggled on defense, and they can't necessarily have them generating much on offense either, but they'll look to change that script tonight as they go face a talented Bulls team around their own net. They go out in front, and another save from McCartney, thus far showing he has changed since the last matchup. As you know, we mentioned this on opening night, the first 45 that you play is not going to look like the last. That's certainly a telltale to what we'll see. McCartney will improve as the season, and so will a team. And across the ice they go. It'll get down there straight towards the net there of Murator, but nothing to worry about as handling it around his own net is Orth, and bounce back around from Cusco. And they go back and forth, board to board behind Murator. Centering bid, shot out in front, off the pad of Murator. What a great save. It'll come back to the blue line now. Handling it is Kahn, but it's intercepted by the Bulls. Down goes John Mills. He's got a one-on-one with the net. He shoots in between the legs of McCartney, and he scores. John Mills opens the scoring tonight, and Smithtown Hauppauge jumps out to a 1-0 lead here on the North Rinks. A great job there in generating that open one-on-one matchup with the keeper, and a great job coming from the Bulls early here. 1-0 lead now in the first period. That would be John Mills' first goal of the night. Good job from him getting involved early. Some fighting on the far boards, and a stick comes loose. And now around the net they go. And a whistle is blown. I wonder if that was a delayed penalty, as it appears we actually have some net troubles. The net comes out of place. So we will handle that issue. But once again, as I had mentioned before the action got underway, that was John Mills' first goal of the night. He had 2 in the last game against Connecticut, where they won 10-4. So an offensive dominant performance from the Bulls. As with 10:39 to go, threatening out in front of the Tigers, they can't get anything through, looking for the stick of Klingelsmith, but they can't get anything. As now fighting on the near corner. Working around some defenders, looking for a centering bid, doesn't have anyone there, passes the stick of Katchin. As down low, they'll send it, led by DeSarno. Fighting in the near corners, bodies fall on the ice, and now taking it around his own net will be Mills. Mills around he goes, looking for something, out in front, centering bid, danger, but a good save from Murator. Out in front there was Reynolds, and the Bulls will have it now across the neutral zone and into their offensive zone, led now on the far side by Katchin. He'll elect to go around the net of McCartney, and looking for something. Now at the blue line with Beccarelli. Down low they go, couldn't find the stick. And now he'll go to the center, Beccarelli, backhanded pass, couldn't find the stick there of Sedalito, and around they'll go. Looking for something, fighting his current on the near boards, and a centering bid just past the outstretched stick of Katchin. As they'll look to handle it now. Nothing going thus far for the Bulls. Out in front near the crease, a shot opportunity to push onto the ice. Rebounded to the left from Katchin. Around the net they go. Can they get anything to fall? No, the Bulls elect to send it back to the blue line, but it's intercepted now, and they've got an opportunity to do the Bulls. Led by Klingelsmith now. Bulls looking to get it out of their offensive zone. Line switch is coming from both sides, and with 9:16 to go, the Tigers are certainly fighting back. And through the neutral zone they go. Looking for a clear there is Beal. Beal will get it. Fighting vigorously now, and he'll send it to the neutral zone, led now by Soletto for the Bulls. Dangling around some defenders on the outside, gets past the stick of Beal, and he'll send it around the net, looking to get it behind the stick of Murator. Back out to the far side now, dish down low, but a stick check coming there from Frey. Connor Frey's been great on defense. Struggled a little bit with the penalty minutes this season, but he can teach discipline, you can't teach aggressiveness in the sport of hockey, and that's what you want a player to certainly start off with. As they'll clamor for it in the neutral zone, but it's kind of been a struggle for Northport Huntington, a fall from grace, you could say. Last year they went 13-7. They did lose in the first round of the playoffs, but certainly probably had a few guys go up to the developmental or the JV level, and you have some changes at the head, and that certainly makes it difficult, as now with an icing being called, we'll see another line change from both sides. But Northport looking to bounce back. They've had a struggle to open up their first 3 games, 0-3. A negative 25 goal differential, so it's definitely, if you could step it up on the defensive side, you'll start to see some success as they'll win a face-off for the first time tonight, and now handling it through the neutral zone is Guzzo. Guzzo will head into the offensive zone. Excuse me, that's Alfano. Looked like 34 to me. He'll look for a centering bid. Can't find the stick over the center, but they'll get to Thomas Martin. Back and forth they go. Led by Cusco now and through the neutral zone as the Bulls have an interception. Skating down the ice, will it get to the goalie? Yes, it does, as McCartney will clear it. We've already seen McCartney make a few really solid saves tonight. He continues that pattern and get that goal average down and put the Tigers in a position to win as across the ice they go. Bounced off the boards looking for Mogelmuth. He can't find it. Now battling in the near zone as that's DeSarno. Or DeBow, excuse me, as DeBow will have a saucer across the ice. and can't connect with his teammate as they'll go back and forth in the neutral zone. Not really a heavy time of possession for either squad. It's kind of missed pass, and then some connecting back and forth now. As we'll go. Working on their own end. Now a whiff comes, and now it's a danger out in front. Hits off the post. Centering bid, pad save from Murator. A great job from Murator there. They were threatening out in front. An error on the pass, and suddenly now they have possible opportunity led by Alfano. He's out in front, but a great stick check coming from Wogelmuth. Liam Wogelmuth has played great on defense, coming off of a goal in his last game. And they're 10-2 dominant wins. Rister chipped by the stick of the bow. And now they'll go around. 6:49 to go. It's around the net they go, looking for something. They'll get him up top. That's Khan. Sends it down low off the pad of Murator, and finally cleared by Wogelmuth, but battling him is Cusco. As now down low around the net, centering bid shot. Pad save from Murator again, and they're making him work. Tigers putting on pressure. They need a clear to the Bulls. They get it. Chips off the near boards, but finds the stick of Khan again up top. Sends it back down low for Tiso. Tiso to Khan. Khan down low. Can't find the centering stick of Alfano, and the Tigers working on getting a lane open as he slips in the near corner. That's going to cost them, and now a clear will come for the Bulls. A costly slip there from Tiso gives the Bulls an opportunity to get the puck out of their offensive zone, avoid the icing, and we see another line change for them tonight. Getting back on the ice, they are quick, trying to get it out of their offensive zone down there. That is Khan. Khan will send it down, knuckling puck, hits off the far boards, and racing after it are the Bulls. Now Dowling for the Tigers will get it. He'll stop behind the net, looking for a centering bid out in front, fighting with the stick of Mills. He'll come back to him at the goal line, chipped again by Mills. Now battling him is Soletto, and the Bulls playing very good shorthanded defense, as now dangling through some sticks is Mills, and he'll hand it to Katchen in the neutral zone. He's got a 2-on-2 numbers, but Thomas Martin with a great stick check, and he'll send to clear it, but it finds the stick of Katchen again. Thomas Martin backhanded clear, and now down the ice they'll go, battling on the near boards. A great job defending there from Nicoletta, and they'll go back and forth now in the neutral zone. 5:13 to go. It's still a 1-0 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. As Nicoletto will go, he doesn't have the numbers, but he's got a great stick. Between the legs he goes. Can it find a save? And he does. Matthew McCartney will walk away with a save there. But with 5:03 to go in this first period, Smithtown Hauppauge has jumped up to a 1-0 lead over the Northport Huntington Tigers for this freshman hockey matchup. And what is a very brisk fall Friday in the North Rinks. I'm Magnus Healy, for those who might just be joining on the Long Island Sports Network, in what has been a very back and forth and contested matchup. A 3-0 team in the Bulls, and an 0-3 team in the Tigers. And the face-off in the offensive zone, won by the Bulls. A shot attempt off the pad of Murator, or McCartney, excuse me. As fighting for it now on the outside they go, led by Kern. Kern dangling through some defenders. Can he find a lane open at the left circle? Looking for a centering bid, and a glove save comes out in front. Rebounded in. And they score. What a job from the Bulls. We'll look to see who got that goal. It was out in front. We wonder, you see Kern goes for the shot, hits off, and it looked to be out in front, Ryan Lynch, but we'll wait for confirmation on that. So we have 100% certainty as to who knocked that in to give the Bulls a 2-0 lead with 4:46 to go in this first period, and another face-off ensuing following the Bulls' goal. As now battling for it, as we've said all game, in the neutral zone they go. Now the Bulls trying to get something across out in front, can't find the stick of Kern. They continue to battle, however. And back around the net they go. Trying to clear it is Brendan DeSarno for the Tigers. He'll battle with Wogelmuth on the far side. They can't get anything, though, and however at the right circle, Rister wide. Just off the post. That shot coming that time from Jaquiard. And out the blue line, low shot. Does it find the net? It does not, and another good save coming from Matthew McCartney. And with 4:10 to go in the first period, 2-0 Smithtown Hauppauge as they lead the Northport Huntington Tigers. And if you're the Tigers head coach, Mark Owen, you're kind of just looking to play up to the standards that the Bulls play with. Compete with them, play to their speed. It'll better your guys as Alfano looks to have a shot. Rister high, goes to the roof, and a save from Murator, but behind the net it goes. Looking for a clear now, shoving into the boards. Can he find anything outside? It's DeBow looking to get it out for the Bulls. On the ice he is now, and around it'll go with Kern. Kern is small, but he's got an extremely fast skate on him, and down the ice they go with numbers, working with momentum now. That's Jaquiard, but an interception coming from Cusco, as Cusco will look to send it back. But to the blue line for Kern, wrister out in front, and a goal! The Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls start to find their rhythm. We see there Kern connects, centering bid up towards the blue line, recenters, finds his lane, out in front, off the pad, and a goal for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. A good job there, as now is a 3-0 contest. And in what I was saying 2 minutes ago, it seemed like this would be a much closer matchup, but a fall from grace once again. But with 3:24, the Bulls already threatening in their offensive zone again. 3-0 already tonight. It's been all Bulls thus far. As they go now, led by Alfano, who'll take it around the net, being contested on the far side from Cusco. A wrister save from Murator. What an aggressive shot there from Tiso, and it'll be on the left circle. Slap shot from Tiso, can't get it. Off the chest of Murator, it'll bring it around the net, contested by Alfano, 2:58 to go. 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge. Up near the blue line, looking to center it. Gets it to the right circle now for Kahn. Kahn will take it around, loses control of the puck, and the Bulls will have it now as it bounces off of the far boards, and down the ice they'll go, led by Jaquiard. Jaquiard can't find the stick of Rowe, but Rowe skates after it, led by Kahn. Kahn now intercepts it and takes it around his own net, past the back of McCartney, and through to the neutral zone they go in transition. He's got speed, dangling through Bulls defenders. He's got Alfano over the center if he needs him. Looking to get someone, takes it around the net, bounces it off the far puck, and the whistle is blown on the save from Murator. And another rest opportunity coming from both sides. 3-0 Smithtown Hauppauge as they lead this Northport squad on this Friday night. Goals from Mills and 2 from Brody Rowe, with Logan Kern on the assist within a minute of each other. So some great play thus far. Rowe picking up his 5th goal of the season and his 5th in 2 games. So an incredible stretch for Brody Rowe as he's heading down the ice now. Led are the Bulls. He's got a one-on-one. Can he go through the legs? No, he can't. And a whistle is blown as they'll have to fix the net there. But skating with speed was Maximus Scotti. He has an assist on the season, but he wants his first goal. He's certainly hungry for it. As with 2:06 to go in this first period, Smithtown Hauppauge 3 and Northport Huntington 0. As we'll look now for the Tigers to get some offense, and you know, if you could play to the potential as a wrist wide there. They're coming from Jack Orth, as we'll send it back towards the blue line now. Orth handling it in the neutral zone, trying to find a lane on the far side. Can he get anyone? He can't, as he'll bounce it off the far side for Melendez. Melendez now dangling through some defenders, but a great stick check coming from Dowling. But it's won again. This time now with the puck is Di Lorenzo. He'll send it down the net, but intercepted on the near side from Cusco. Cusco dishes it across to the neutral zone. A great centering pass, and down the ice goes Dowling. He's got a one-on-one stick check coming, and he goes and he roofs it for a score. Aiden Dowling on the one-on-one with the keeper gets the best of Murator. A phenomenal pass coming from Cusco, straight to the stick, and Dowling battles stick checks and forechecks, but prevails as he roofs it over the head of Murator to get them within 2 now, with 1:34 to go. As the opening faceoff finds the Bulls in their defensive zone as they'll look to clear it. Finds Katchen on the near side, loses control of it in the neutral zone, but elects to keep it with DeBow. DeBow dangling through some defenders, gets past the stick of Dowling, but nothing to come for it. As a penalty, I'm reading, for slashing is a wait for Jack Orth. We'll see if that actually occurs, as we are approaching under 1 minute in the first period. 3-1 Smithtown Hauppauge over Northport, and they'll send it down the ice. No icing is called. Some line changes for the Tigers. A centering bit off the back of the pad of Murator, and now down the ice they go, led by John Mills. John Mills pass just past the stick of Beccarelli, and they'll go behind the net, and an icing is called. 47.3 seconds to go, as I don't believe a penalty will be coming for Orth, as I am reading it on the live feed, but it won't anyways. As now with 47 seconds, an offensive zone faceoff coming for the Tigers now, and taking it will be Jackson Beal. Jackson Beal doesn't have a goal in the season. He's been great in transition, playing phenomenal defense for this Tigers squad. Can he get a goal of his own and contribute now? Get them into the win column possibly, but the faceoff is won by the Bulls. Looking to clear it, they get it to Rowe. Rowe working around some defenders, dangling the stick. Gets it into the neutral zone now, as Jaquiard will handle it, but a stick check comes from Frey, as now they'll work down now. With speed down the ice they go, led by Soletto. Soletto will have it over the middle, wrister, pad save from McCartney. That's a good job there with 23 seconds to go in this first period. 3-1 Smithtown Hauppauge. McCarthy, with the 3 goals, but still had a pretty good game in net. My expectations have been exceeded, as he's had a great night tonight. Keeping them within reach as the faceoff's one out in front, backhand shot. Can't connect. Jaquiard looking to get a goal on tonight as they'll send it around the boards now. Looking for it is Jaquiard. Back and forth they go. Bumped in the near boards, and now the Tigers will have it, led by Frey. Frey looking for something. Back and forth. Kahn has it now in his own defensive zone, looking to chip something to the neutral zone. It couldn't be batted down by Beal, and that will bring us to the end of the first period here on the Long Island Sports Network. Smithtown Hauppauge 3 and Northport Huntington 1. As we will look ahead to the second period, possibly Northport Huntington able to bounce back, and we look for an opportunity to end the drought of no wins in this 25-26 Suffolk County High School Hockey League season. As we await possible opportunity now, as we will have an opportunity. As now we await to see what will be coming for this Northport Huntington squad. Possibly facilitate some things over the center, get something working down low, and clear the puck when you need to. Get it across the ice, flip it through the neutral zone, get some stretch passes, try to expand this ice. We're kind of playing in this small corridor that is your defensive zone, this from circle to circle. We need to branch out, and when you don't have an opportunity down low, keep your guys. I've seen Kahn be up top. Get him up top, give him a lane, get some out-of-traffic opportunities where you can send it down low and work it. As we await the opening face-off for the second period here. 3-1 Smithtown Hauppauge, and a new 15 approaches on the slate. This time, Northport Huntington going from right to left, and the Bulls in their red uniforms will be going. Their dominance in this league this season. They come in 3-0, 2-0 at home. They've been playing great. 19-0-1 last season, as the script has not flipped yet. As we approach the second period, they already win a face-off. They're threatening a centering bid now. Looking for it is Di Lorenzo. Will elect to take it around the net. And this is what I said the Tigers need to do. If you don't have an opportunity, don't force it. Now you need to clear it. And a centering bid couldn't find the stick, but now an opportunity to clear it. Do the Tigers have it? It finds its way back up. One-timer from Mills, tapped back and forth down low. Di Lorenzo now has it, but can't find his stick, and they'll send it down the ice with 14:32 to go in this second period. As 3-1 Smithtown Hauppauge, as they'll already be stretching up and down the ice, led by Scotty now, but a stick check coming from Kusko. Kusko whiffs on the clearing opportunity now in the near corner. He'll send it around the ice, look to find the stick of his teammate, Kahn, on the other side. As it's pinched at the boards by, I believe that looks to be Nicoletta out in front. And a save from McCartney again with 14:05 to go in the second period. As we await an ensuing ozone faceoff for the Bulls. Can they threaten, get something near the crease, and put some pressure on McCartney to start this second period? They go now. Wrister from the left circle, and a great clear there on the backside coming from Beal. Great awareness from him as he gets it out of harm's way, but now handling it is Wolgemuth. He has a phenomenal stick. He's big, physical, but he's almost knocked down as he is by Aiden Dowling in the neutral zone. So a good job from him there. As now around they go, physical. Dowling goes back and forth, and he'll send it to the near corner now in the hands of the Tigers, led here by Arthur. As looking for it is Klingelsmith. It's back and forth they go. It's pinched on the near boards. What will we get going? Beccarelli now has it in the neutral zone for the Bulls. He's got a lane, whiffs on the shot there. Looking for a centering bid. Shot, pad save from McCartney as the Tigers will not have it on the near boards. But I'm seeing some good pace of play. And we will continue to go now. 13-11 to go. The Bulls threatening in the offensive zone. Centering big, couldn't find the stick there of Beccarelli as they'll fight for it on the near boards. It's pinched, a scuffle for it. Who will have it? It'll be the Tigers now, as Kahn will have it on the other side as it's sent around the boards. Back and forth they go, and a stick comes out of Kahn. He's going to have to just battle with his body now. Short-handed they are in the offensive zone now. Can the Bulls get anything? They have Logan with a top one-timer coming from North. It's wide. They need a clear due the Tigers, and they get one. A great job coming from Klingelsmith. Gets it out of harm's way, and now they get threatened in the offensive zone. Back and forth they go. And with 12:33 to go, no scores thus far in the second period, excuse me, my apologies. As we look to go ahead now, it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. This is where they have struggled. You know, and one thing that I was going to mention pregame, didn't get the chance to, but it has been, special teams has been the name of the scoring for the Bulls, as that has been their big opportunity. They've been opportunistic on power plays, and they've capitalized in their penalty kill range as a clear comes from Thomas Martin. Great job skating backwards in transition, but an icing will be called. And another ensuing faceoff with 12:19 to go in this second period, as we await another opportunity for the Tigers. An offensive zone comes for the Bulls. A desperation clear is going to be needed once again. As fought for in the left circle, but it's tapped out, and he'll find the stick now of Nicoletta. Nicoletta down low, crosses to DeBow, and a stick save from McCartney. As fighting for it on the near boards they are. Down the ice they go. Beal will flip it into the neutral zone. Can't find the stick there of Scotty. Bounced it. Now the Jakiar led for the Bulls. And it's fought for in the defensive zone. Can the Tigers walk away with it? Back and forth they go. Kern has it now. Kern now getting involved. Nicoletta struggling to get it over the center. It's fought for. Some traffic in the ice, but it finds the stick of Nicoletta again. Nicoletta to Kern on the far side. Kern with a spin move. Back to the blue line he goes. Off the boards to the Nicoletta. Nicoletta looking for a centering bid up. Can't find the stick of Jacquard. He'll go far. And now an opportunity to clear is Frey. Frey will send it down the ice. Will they avoid the icing? They will not. That is unfortunate for the Tigers, as with 11:25 in the second period. Still 3-1 Smithtown Hauppauge, as the Bulls will have yet another offensive zone faceoff, and this is kind of a struggle. You know, repeatedly, it seems that the Tigers are getting the puck out of their offensive zone, as when they clear it, it just gets called an icing, and they go back to the same spot in which they started. As fighting for it, they go through the neutral zone now. As behind the net they go, but a short stop coming there from Mills, as Mills will look to get it around. On the far corner he goes, off the pads go Wogelmuth, and it's fought for. Out in front, wrister, glove save. A great glove save there from Murator, as he hasn't really had a problem in the net thus far. Only one goal on the night. It was shorthanded, one-on-one, and a great job by the Tigers, led there by Aiden Dowling to capitalize on it, number 70, as he does a good job. As we have 10:49 remaining in the second period, as I believe that's Maximus Scotty. Yep, Maximus Scotty will be coming off for the Bulls. Who will be coming in? We await to see. He skates with speed, looking for a number. That's Beccarelli back into the game now, 57. Looking for his first goal in the season as well. That's with 10:49 to go, an O-zone faceoff coming for the Tigers. Will they win it? They will. They have it up top to Kahn near the blue line. Fighting back and forth. Sent down low to the right circle, and a clear coming for the Bulls, and down in transition they go. Through the neutral zone. Can they find a clear? They cannot. Fighting for it over center. Shot attempt saved by McCartney, as it'll still be in the far corner, so he's not out of the woods yet, as the Bulls will fight for it. Looking to get something to Beccarelli near the center. They'll dish it over the top, and now Cusco with a chance to clear it. Fighting back and forth they are now. Reynolds now gets his stick on it, fighting with Hahn as well. As now Kahn has it. Now the stick of Alfano, dangling around some defenders, looking to clear it. He's checked into the boards, but he'll clear it, and he'll dump it down into the offensive zone. Now skating with speed they are. The Bulls, and he's tripped by the referee, it appears. Or was he tripped by a player? I believe that's going to be a penalty. We'll say he's tripped by a player who will be heading to the penalty box. It's number 11 for the Bull, or the Tigers, excuse me, it'll be Nicholas Tiso. So a power play now coming for the Bulls. So that certainly does not help if you are the Tigers now. Is 2 minutes on the clock. You'll be odd, a man down and shorthanded, which is where McCartney has struggled this season. An O-zone faceoff now. Who will win it? They need to clear now. They'll have it up top at the blue line. Sent down low, battering off some sticks near the crease. Soletto can't find it, and it'll bounce off the boards. Now an opportunity for Cusco. Cusco will fight at the near corner. It's pinched at the wall. Finds Wilgemuth near the blue line. He has an open lane. Wrister off the chest of McCartney. A great save with 9:40 to go. Minute and 42. Off this power play, fighting forward at the near boards. It's pinched at the boards. Cusco trying to jar it loose, so is Scotty. Scotty will have it in open lane, one man to beat. Dishes it down low, back up top to Soletto, and he scores! Maximus Scotty with the goal on the power play, and it's a 4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. A great job there. You see down low, Katchen's got it. Katchen gets it over the top on the far left side and through the legs of McCartney. It goes for a 4-goal night thus far for the Bulls, already through the second period, as now that will end the power play, and we resume back to 5-on-5 play. Face-off fought for. Dowling gets a stick on it, but can't drag it through the zone. Now handling it is Soletto. Soletto working through some defenders. Stick checks coming from Frey. And DeSarno over the top. Glove saves out in front. Rebound. Can't find it is Katchen. Katchen looking to get it around. Bounces off the far boards. Now finds the stick of a Bull, and a glove save from McCartney. Gets that out of any trouble. And it's a 4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. As an O-zone faceoff coming for the Bulls off the save from McCartney. As you start to see his old habits possibly coming in, it struggles in traffic shots. Up top they have it now. And a chest save coming from McCartney once again, but a good job on the wrister there from Nicoletta, as he's wearing a new number tonight. I believe that's 75 he's wearing. But with 8:59 to go in this second period, it is 4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge as they lead the Northport Huntington Tigers. Is working across the blue line is Nicoletta, but it's intercepted now, and down the ice they go, led by Reynolds. One man to beat. Can he do it? Mills stick checking, and he loses it. A great job from John Mills, as now they'll flip it off the boards. Reynolds trying to find something down low now is Klingensmith. As around the boards they go, now in the possession of the Bulls. Stops. Short stop there, and back and forth they go. Playing keep away with 8:34 in this second period. Only a 3-goal lead, as now Cusco will send it down low to Thomas Martin. Thomas Martin shot wide. Klingensmith can't connect on the pad save from McCartney. Murator, excuse me. As now they go. Looking for a clear. On his knees is Katchen, trying to salvage anything. Kenny is no, it now finds the stick of DeSarno. DeSarno to Frey, up in the air, trying to get it down now. As Beal will have it. Beal working around some defenders. Katchen now gets a stick on it and gets it out of harm's way. A line change coming from the Tigers is now down the ice they go. Skating through is Soletto. Soletto stick checks coming from Thomas Martin. He likes to take it around the net, but a good job on the forecheck. Sticks are tangled up on behind the net, and the Bulls will have it now. Centering bid shot just missed. A good job there from Scotty to have it out in front, but just whiffs on the opportunity. As now send it around the net. Centering bid can't find the stick of Nicoletta, but it's close near the blue line. Fought for it down low. Scotty has it again. Loses it to Nicoletta. Nicoletta across the ice now. Shot. Pad save. Back out in front. Rebounded. And then finally a clear coming now from Connor Frey, but back Mills has it now. Around the board it go. Can it find Katchen? No, it cannot. Kern will have it. He skates around the net of McCartney. Stops. Looks for a centering bid. Trying to find anyone now. Scotty's got him if he need him, but he can't find him. 7:14 to go. Centering bid shot from Katchen through some traffic off some bodies out in front, and a clear needed. Katchen's on the floor, shakes his head in despair as he couldn't get that shot in, and around the boards they go. Handling it now for The Bulls is Scotty, but it hits his teammate in traffic, hits off of John Mills, and it's tapped through the stick. The Tigers need a clear desperately now as it's pinched against the near boards. Behind the net they go. Something is needed now. Kern will fight on some stick checks with Frey. A great job from Beal. Jackson Beal now looking to get it into the offensive zone. Dumps it down through the neutral zone, but it finds the stick once again of a Bull as they just cannot be stopped. Rowe with it now. Shot, chest save from McCartney. Good job from McCartney there. Matthew McCartney. Only 4 goals tonight, 5 below his average, so maybe you could tick that goals allowed average tonight. 6:30 to go in this second period. A 4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge lead, and an offensive zone faceoff soon to ensue. Kern will take it, and will they win it? They will. Wohlgemuth up top. Wohlgemuth across the ice now. Working down low, shot wide. Good shot attempt there coming from Orth. It's chipped up into the air. Fighting for it. Who will get it? A great job there defending out in front from Kahn. As now handling on the near side is Katchen. Kern now with it. Shot through traffic, hits off the skate of Kahn, and now down the ice they go. They'll connect now. Leading with it is Tissot. Tissot going through traffic, looking to get something going. Stops. Almost collides with the ref. Great agility on the far side. As now out in front, wrister, pad save. Shot there from Kusko. Wohlgemuth pinches it on the far boards. 5:50 to go in the second period as they'll fight back and forth. Now Kern has it, 2-on-1. Just has to get it past the stick of Kahn. He does. Can he reach it? Shot attempt wide as he slides into McCartney. And a great job in transition. Putting the pressure on was Rowe. But just as he looks to reach the outstretched pass, collides with McCartney in the net. Well, he's a little slow to get up, but he appears to be good. 5:40 to go in this second period. The Tigers need to generate something in transition, get down the ice quick, and put some pressure on this Bulls defense as they've played sound. The Bulls have been saucering passes up and down the ice all night, playing really well. Wohlgemuth has done a great job getting back in transition. Kern is phenomenal, handling it behind his own net and behind the net of McCartney as well. They just play fearless to these Bulls teams. I think, maybe if you're a Tigers team who hasn't necessarily played as well throughout this season, you could kind of adapt some of the principles and play up to the standards of some fighting on the near boards off the ensued faceoff. As who will walk away with it? A clear now looking, and they get it. Kahn sends it off the far boards. Back and forth they go. Rowe has it now. Rowe can't get anything though. Back and forth off of some sticks. And now some numbers developing, led by Guzzo in the neutral zone. And they soon lose it. Kern has it now, dangling around some defenders between the legs, but it goes too far, and around the net they go. A good clear coming from Tissot. Back and forth, Wohlgemuth it now at the near point. And they've a crucial mistake from Wohlgemuth is now having it down the ice as Kusko. Can he capitalize? A shot, pad, save, rebound out in front, and he scores! Ryan Guzzo with the goal off the rebound, and Northport Huntington brings themselves within 2. Shot out in front, rebound to the left, and that's just an unfortunate event from Peter Murator. The goal coming from Henry Alfano. That's his 5th of the season. That's just the right place at the right time for the Tigers, and maybe that's what they needed. You put the puck near the net, good things will happen. The famed saying. I hear my partner Kevin Broderick. He's not with me tonight, but if he hears this at home, he'll know what I'm talking about. And if you're an avid listener to the Long Island Sports Network, that's what he loves to say. As it comes to fruition tonight. 4:38, puck back and forth in the neutral zone. Lost by DeBow. DeBow does a great job of getting his stick back, and it finds the puck now of Nicoletta. Nicoletta working with it as it's taken away from Kahn. Kahn will now look to find someone. He's got Klingensmith if he needs him, but he's defended closely now by some Bulls. Across the ice he goes. Backhanded pass, can't find the stick of Klingensmith. A great job there from Dowling to try to see an opportunity. Saucer pass across the ice. Finds the stick of Beccarelli. He's got a one-on-one with McCartney. Can he find the net? Backhand, forehand, no good. What a shot from Beccarelli. Just hits off the post. A rebound out in front. Back and forth they go, and Beccarelli gets the goal. The shot trickled back out towards the blue line. And now the Bulls respond. Shot coming out from the far point. Near the left circle. Save from McCartney. Back out to Beccarelli, and Beccarelli will knock it in for another score. And it's now 5-2 Smithtown Hauppauge with 4:02 to go in this second period. as it's been a battle all night. The Tigers just seem to see this breach of momentum. They unfortunately don't capitalize, but here we go now. In the neutral zone, handling on the Bulls. Cross the ice to Mills now. Mills looking for someone. Can't find the stick of Melendez, as now Beal will look to get in the offensive zone. Battling with Frey now. Frey will have it for the Tigers. Looking to break away, whiff on the stick check from Mills, but Mills will now handle it on the interception. Around his own net, he'll go. Mills looking for someone. Can he find anyone? He can't. As the puck is swallowed up by Beal, as they'll pinch it on the near boards. Frey with it now. As what can they get going? Bounces it off the near board. Saucer pass, just past the stick of Beccarelli, and will send it down for an icing. But a very eventful second period thus far for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. They get their 5th goal of the night, but Henry Alfano, off the assist from Robert Cusco, look to clap back as well as they do. Still within 3, are they? As that is Cusco's first assist of the season and Alfano's 5th goal of the season. He has been kind of all of their offense, unfortunately, as coming off of their last game, 13-0 loss over Smithtown Hauppauge, but the blue variety, as we had mentioned at the top of this broadcast, kind of a change of script. You allow 13 goals, you score none, but now you allow only 5. Now granted, this is only the second period, but you score 2. So you've already beat your score total from last week as you look to continue to improve as a team, as we've seen. I called a game earlier for them this season, and I've seen already some improvements of how they've functioned on offense, how they've facilitated the puck down low. It's all about the rebound opportunities. We've had 2 goals tonight off of rebounds alone, so it's that crucial piece. It's going to play an important role for them down the stretch, as they'll have it in the neutral zone in transition. Fought for, Alfano whiffs on it, as now they'll have it in transition now. DeBow handles the puck across the neutral zone. Dangling through some defenders. Stick check from Alfano out in front. He shoots. Rebound out in front, and then finally it will find the stick of a Tiger looking to clear now. Will they? Skating on one stick like a ballerina is Tiso, and he'll send it into their offensive zone. As it's cleared by Katchen quickly, as Katchen will now find the stick on the far side of Melendez. He'll shoot it over the net. DeBow with it, and they'll fight for it. It's on the edge of the net. Well, they jar it loose. It's near the net, but a good save there from McCartney to get it in his own glove. Is it in the net? They're confused. No, it is not. It was in the crease. And no goal for Smithtown Hauppauge. They get lucky there. As now, with 2:15 to go in this second period, an O-zone faceoff for guess who? The Bulls, as we've kind of said all night. As no matter what the Tigers do, even if they clear it, it gets down the ice for an icing. As they have no men as it hits off the face there, it appeared of Cusco, as Cusco will now look for it through the neutral zone. He's banged into the net, or the board, excuse me. Out in front is Alfano looking for his second goal. Rebounded, off the boards it goes, behind the net now. Alfano bounces Kern into the boards. The Tigers need something here, make it a 2-goal lead only. That looked like it might be a tripping, but it's not called from Tiso there on the far boards. Out in front, handled by DeSarno. DeSarno down low to Alfano, shot, rebound out in front. Can he get the glove on it? He does. A good job there from Peter Murator. Learning from his last mistakes that rebounds most likely will lead to goals, and he avoids anything happening again on the rebound goal out in front that came from last time from Alfano. Had a chance at it again, took a stab at it, but couldn't walk away with the goal this time. As an O-zone faceoff comes once again for the Tigers now. Fighting for it, Klingel-Smith on the near boards. It's pinched. Can it be jarred loose? Back and forth they go. On the far corner, behind the net now, some pushing and shoving. Elbows are out. We're playing fierce. I like the style that the Tigers have as down the ice they go, led by Kern. Can they get a stick check? He stops. And just like that, some good, great vision from Logan Kern. Shot and a glove save from McCartney. And this is just a really solid team. The Bulls they play so advanced. Like that's a decision there from Logan Kern. You know, he looks to his right, looks for the centering bid, realizes that he does not have anyone, elects to stop it short and look and survey, possibly get something up front, realizes he doesn't have anything behind him, takes the shot, but not after surveying his opportunities and trying to make the right decision. As we're approaching within 1 minute remaining in this second period, and down the ice they go, led now by Reynolds. Reynolds now takes it to the far boards, elbows out, pushing and shoving, and Kern has it now. As through the neutral zone they go, led by Rowe. Rowe will send it down, has it on the left circle, centering bid. Can he find the stick of Jaquiard out in front? Rebound off the stick. A good save from McCartney as Mills will have it. Centering bid just past the stick of Jaquiard. He'll fight for it through the states of Khan, and Khan will walk away with it. Intercept it. Dangles through some defenders. Across the blue line. Through the neutral zone they go. The offensive third, and a great stick check from Mills. Gets it out of harm's way. Dowling will come. Looks for to get something in, but he can't. As Beal's back on the ice now. With speed, Mills goes. Mills shot. Just save from McCartney. A good job. 21 seconds now remaining in this second period. As the Bulls will probably look to get something with Kern at the left circle. Can't get anything. Checked into the boards there from Klingel-Smith. Shot down low. Rebound, can't find it. As 4 seconds. 3. Mills will look to get something going, and the buzzer will sound. And with that, the second period concludes here on the Long Island Sports Network. As we look now ahead to this third period, it is a 5-2 Smithtown Hauppauge lead over the Northport Huntington Tigers. Nothing really going thus far, unfortunately, for the Tigers, but they look to kind of bounce back. As we'll be back after a short break here on the Long Island Sports Network. And we're back. A third period awaits us, 15 minutes on the clock now, and a 5-2 Smithtown Hauppauge lead over the Northport Huntington Tigers for this freshman hockey matchup. I'm Magnus Healy on a solo broadcast tonight, and Frank Potetto working the camera for me tonight as we await the faceoff to start this third period. As back and forth we go now. Getting things set. McCartney skates to his goal. Face off. Puck ready to be dropped. Who will win it? And it's the Bulls once again, handled now on the far side from DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo now takes it to the near corner. Far corner, at the left circle. He's got Mills back at the blue line, but he elects to send it around the boards. And with 14:46 to go, the Bulls already have it in the offensive zone. To no one's surprise, and to no avail of the Tigers themselves. They've kind of struggled to clear it. As the second they clear it, it's down for an icing, but DiLorenzo has at the top an opportunity now as he looks to shut me up and get me focused on the game at hand. Around we go. Looking to flick it back. He can't get it, as now a clear coming from DeSarno. Takes it around his boards. Looks to get it outside to Frey. Can't, as it finds Mills at the far corner. Centering bid, intercepted. Great job there from Cusco. Cusco looks to clear it, but it finds the stick now of Nicoletta. Nicoletta dangling through some defenders as he'll dump it through into the offensive zone for DiLorenzo. Doesn't have a man. Looking for someone out in front. Can it find the stick of Mills? And a great clear coming there, or a stick check, from Guzzo. Around the net they go. Now handled by DeSarno. DeSarno will carry it around looking for something. Just trying to get it out of this offensive zone for the Bulls. DeSarno backhanded clear. Once again, intercepted by DiLorenzo. Back and forth we go constantly. And a shot, and he scores! Another goal for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. And that's a 6-2 lead. As a great job there. Puck comes out in front. And it's now a 4-goal lead for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls here on this chilly Friday night. As the ensuing face-off battled for. Who will win it out in front? Near the crease, and another goal for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Looked to be number 29, Katchen, getting involved there as they open the flurry of goals thus far. Left side center, a bit of shot coming down there. Out in front, and once again, we just say rebounds are trouble, as they have been tonight. We see it occur once again. Just an unfortunate series of events as Andrew Katchen picks up the goal there. Out in front off the shot from Scotty. Scotty will pick up another assist. As down the ice they go now. Threatening now are the Tigers out in front. Backhanded shot by Alfano, and it's saved. A good save from Peter Murator. As here we go now. Offensive zone face-off. Alfano looks to win it. He can't get it now. And down the ice they go, led now by Scotty. Scotty looking to center it to catch, and he can't find it as it's intercepted by Tiso. Tiso bounces it off the far boards, and out of play it goes now. But not after some okay offensive play from the Bulls. As an offensive zone face-off for Smithtown Hauppauge, 12:58 to go, and a 7-2 lead after two very quick goals for Smithtown Hauppauge. Rister wide. Great shot there from Orth. Back and forth we go, out in front. Backhanded shot from Soletto, and another save from McCartney. As we look now to what will be another offensive zone faceoff again for this time the Tigers, as it's just a penalty will come and a power play ensuing. I'm sorry, I must have not caught that penalty, but a home power play awaits the Smithtown or the Northport Huntington Tigers now. 2 minutes will bring us down to 10:47, and an opportunity now. Short-handed, an early shot and a save from Murators. I will now let you guys know, folks at home, who that penalty was on. Is it a penalty on Andrew Katchen for interference, as they say it was a goal? I was under the impression that that actually was a save from Murator. The whistle was blown as they look for the puck in the net, and all of a sudden hands go up in triumph for the Tigers bench. As some confusion up here and in the stands, but nonetheless, the Tigers walk away with some success here. As on the goal was Thomas Klingensmith, as the power play will end before it really even started. An offensive zone face-off right away is shortly disrupted, as now it is a 7-3 game. As some checking into the far boards, that could be a penalty as I hear a whistle blown. Sorry, I'm also working the boards for you folks at home tonight, so multitasking am I. I try to do my best for you as we await to see the call from the referee. Is a penalty awarded? I don't believe so. Just a regular face-off at the far point. But nonetheless, 7-3, and Northport Huntington has played better than their first 3 games, and while that is not easy to, or not hard to do when you have a negative 25 goal differential, it shows growth and improvement. Through the neutral zone, led by Dowling. Dowling, backhanded pass out in front, shot, but a glove save from Murator. A really good job on the one-timer from Reynolds. Flicks it towards the net, but couldn't connect as Murator denies it. As we look to see who will walk away with it now. Smithtown Hauppauge with this would advance to 4-0. And that would move them further up in the freshman standings. They sit at 3rd right now as they just look to extend a lead once again as they battle behind their own net. Handled comfortably on the near boards by the Bulls, and they'll have it on a breakaway opportunity. DiLorenzo, looks to clear it. Fought for. Rister chipped off the stick of Dowling, and they'll send it to the other side. Now handed by Beccarelli as a saucer pass off the boards now, and handled by Klingensmith. Klingensmith looking for a second goal, can't find it. A stick check coming from Melendez. Is now with it is DeSarno. DeSarno batted down by DiLorenzo, will have it out in front. And a save coming from McCartney. But with 11:27 to go, a 7-3 ball game. As kind of a struggle in the net for McCartney again, but still, as it stands right now, it would lower his total. As back to the far point we go. Sent down low. The Bulls looking to get it out in front. Looking to get it to Wohlgemuth. The path is intercepted, but quickly recovered by Liam Wohlgemuth. We'll send it back around. Beccarelli looking to get a stick on it. Behind the net of McCartney they go. And back and forth we go. Down low now. And it's cleared. Finally, the Tigers get to clear something, but it's just the Bulls are so quick back and forth as another shot comes from Wohlgemuth, but an easy pad save from McCartney as they're just so quick back and forth in transition as saves come with ease. Melendez now intercepts the saucer pass attempt from Guzzo. Wohlgemuth, Beccarelli dangling around some defenders, playing keep away now. Back to the blue line. Passing it now is DeBow. DeBow through the feet now of Frey. Now to Wohlgemuth. Chest save, rebound out in front. Can it find the net? No, it cannot. Melendez will now handle it around McCartney. And back out to the blue line. Who will have it now to be Wohlgemuth. Wohlgemuth tries to jam it through. Through the neutral zone they go. Trying to get around some defenders behind Frey and get past Guzzo, and a glove save coming from Murator. As Guzzo has played really well in transition for the Tigers tonight, but nonetheless a 4-goal deficit in 10 minutes. After the game against Eastport South Manor and Longwood that I had called last week at the freshman division, I believe anything's possible in the sport of hockey. That was an incredible minute and 30 seconds. If you were on that broadcast, you were gifted a treat. 2 goals in the last minute and 30 seconds, one to tie it up, one to send it to overtime, just back and forth, 3 shots. It was truly a hazard. Is now back in front for another rebound. Gonna save come from McCartney, and it does. McCartney, even with pressure near him in the crease, stays composed, and his vision through traffic has certainly improved from the first 45 minutes in the first game of the season. I've definitely seen some improvements. You know, it's struggle. It's a struggle as a goalie when you play a team that plays so physical, down low near the crease like the Bulls. They always have bodies in the center for opportunities, and it makes your vision hard to see on shots that come towards you. Battling now. Can it be cleared as DeSarno will now have it. Scotty now for the Bulls. Into their offensive zone, but it hits off the skates of Alfano, and he'll handle it now in the far corner. And he'll send it around the ice, and let me guess it'll go down for an icing. No, they get there quick enough. So the Tigers get a break, and they actually have a successful clear, despite when they not needed as it's fought for in the far corner. Kahn now looking for something for the Tigers. Finds the stick of Guzzo, sent towards the net. Bounces off. Tiso will look for it in the near corner. Tiso, back and forth, out in front of the goal! Northport Huntington claws back, and it's now 7-4. A good job. It finds the near corner now, as Tiso had it, sends it out in front, and a great job from Cusco to pick up the goal on this one, and now it's 7-4 with 9:13 to go in the third period. Now it's only a 3-goal lead. Can they threaten? Face-off won by the Bulls, but now handled by the Tigers as they'll send it back, and that's going to cost them. They looked to find the stick of DeSarno, but DeSarno wasn't looking, and now you look at yourself in a position where you're already in the offensive zone. Back and forth we go now as they dangle it out in front. Kern had it for a second, but now down the ice they go, led by Reynolds. Reynolds has men if he needs them. Cross the ice, intercepted the pass, looking there for Klinkensmith. Back and forth they go on the near boards. Wohlgemuth looks to get something going, as will send it down low. As Cusco will now get it, looking to clear it. Klinkensmith with it now. Kern fighting him on the near corner. Around they go. Klinkensmith with it now. Dangling through some defenders, past the stick on the pass there for Dowling, and now handled by Wohlgemuth on the near side. Through the neutral zone he goes. Forecheck coming from Dowling, but Wohlgemuth prevails. Around the net he goes, tries to flick it through, and he can't. It's far. Klinkensmith with it now on the near corner. It's pinched against the boards. Who will come away with it? Tiso looking to clear it, so is DeSarno, and across the ice they go. Now in the hands of the Bulls with Orth. Orth bounces it off the boards. Alling with it now, intercepted by Kern. Kern across the ice to his teammate Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth through the neutral zone, across the blue line. Slap shot, blocked from Thomas Martin. Thomas Martin bangs Kern into the far boards. Back near the net they go. Handled now from Rowe. Wolgemuth, wrister, and he scores! Liam Wolgemuth with a goal, goes top shelf, past the outstretched hand of McCartney, and it's now an 8-4 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. Great job. Wolgemuth goes up top where Mama hides the cookies, roofs it, and he scores for his first goal of the night, but his second on the season, as now with 7:30 to go, it is an 8-4 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. It has certainly been a competitive game. The scoreboard might not dictate that for those at home, but it's certainly been a good game for the Tigers. You're competing with a 3-0 team who's really been at the top of the division for so long, and I think after tonight they will continue to be and extend to a 4-0 record, as now they'll go into the offensive zone led by Beccarelli. Centering bid out in front, just past the stick of Di Lorenzo, but they threaten once again. At the far boards, pinched in from Frey. Back and forth out in front, rebound, he scores! Another goal for Smithtown Hauppauge, and now it's 9-4. That one came from Anthony Melendez out in front. Shot coming from Di Lorenzo, down low off the pad of McCartney, and he pokes it into the net for a score. And now it's a 5-goal lead with 6:53 to go in this third and final period here tonight. He's back and forth now. Neutral zone, bodies flying. Beccarelli is checked. And now handling it near zone net is Alfano. As Beccarelli picks up the goal there. As back and forth we go. Alfano in the near corner, looking to just clear it and get it out of harm's way. Stick is out on the ice. That was Beccarelli's, but he finds it quickly, and Alfano will dump it to the far corner. Behind the net they go, led by Orth, and Orth will send it around the boards through the neutral zone, and a great clear there from Orth. And out in front of the goal! What a shot! In transition from Beccarelli, and he picks up his second goal in what was 2 minutes. What a shot. He's got the opportunity, takes it far, cuts it back in, and on the backhand, past the outstretched leg of McCartney, Nicholas Beccarelli picks up another goal in the night, and now has a 10-4 Smithtown Hauppauge lead, and what will assumingly be another victory, as they will advance to 4-0 on the season. Northport Huntington will fall, unfortunately, to 0-4. Now, that is a situation that I spoke about on the top of this broadcast, where McCartney is just shorthanded. There's nothing you can do. You have one of the better stick handlers on this team in Beccarelli, one-on-one with you. Goes from the forehand, flips it to the backhand, and you can just barely try to get your pad out there, and he is unsuccessful. And that's just unfortunate. Alfano has a chance as Wolgemuth slips, centering bid just off the hands there of DeBow, as he's checked into the far corner. Not some fighting, but riled up certainly are the Bulls. And there, boxes another push coming. Physical they are now. Thomas Martin, he leads the team in penalty minutes, to no one's surprise with how physical he plays board to board. Finds the stick of him, the aforementioned Thomas Martin, but he loses it. Now handling it is Cusco. Cusco dumps it across to DeSarno. DeSarno battling now. Can he find anything? He can. He loses it, and now handling it is Scotty. Scotty loses it, shot by Katchen wide. Around the ice it goes to the blue line for Nicoletto. He'll send it down low. Thomas Martin's there to greet it. It finds Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo now dishes it to his teammate, and around the boards they go. That's Soletto. Soletto now loses it on the centering bid as Dowling has it, but a great stick check there from Mills. Now Alfano finds it, helps his teammate Dowling out, also send it down the ice. Nice to greet it is John Mills. Checks coming from Cusco, can't find anything. Now Katchen has it. Katchen looks to have a saucer pass, can't find the stick of Kern as they collide in the neutral zone. Kern came flying in transition and jars the puck loose as a little shaken up there is Han, but nonetheless, he's okay. Scotty misses the stick. Now handling it in their own defensive zone, 4:18 to go. It is a 10-4 Smithtown Hauppauge lead. Saucer, row out in front, and he scores! Another goal for Smithtown Hauppauge, and that extends the lead now to 7 goals on the night. They continue to pile it on, as that time goal came from Brody Rowe. He picks up his 4th of the season. It's now 11-4 Smithtown Hauppauge, and I think I can officially say they will be advancing to 4-0. And in what a game that was so competitive through the first, I would say period and a half, period and a quarter. The Tigers are kind of playing up, as I had mentioned, that it's kind of what you need to do. You need to play up to the competition. Going into this game, hey, the Bulls are a very solid squad. Let's, adapt, play the game style that they do, and, maybe it'll elevate us as a team as we see it happen throughout the first period and a half. Centering out in front for Kern. Wrist dirty, scores! Another goal for Smithtown Hauppauge, this time from Logan Kern. Goes and roofs it over the hand of McCartney. And now it's 12-4 Smithtown Hauppauge, an 8-goal lead. And with 3:22 to go, we head to running clock per Suffolk County High School Hockey League rules. No stoppages. So assumingly it'll run us to the end of this game. Maybe a morale booster goal possible for the Tigers, as Wogelmuth will send it through the neutral zone. But we take a look ahead, as for the Bulls, their next game on the 27th of October, 3 days from now, they will go and they will face Ward Melville. And for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, they'll go on November 3rd. They have quite a long break, actually. And they'll go and play Southampton, looking to extend this undefeated spree, as Northport Huntington maybe looking to bounce back against Ward Melville. As we take a look at the rest of the games on the North ranks tonight, it'll be Kings Park Comac against Connecticut at the JV level. So should be a competitive game for them, as Kern will take it through the neutral zone, has some numbers. Will he get his second in what was 30 seconds? Wrister and a block coming from McCarty with 2:10 to go in this third period. Back and forth. Slap shot, rebound out in front. Can Kern jam it through? He can't. Block from McCarty. Looking for something again. Can he get it through? Has Wogelmuth at the top if he needs him. Centering bid now to the stick of Orth. Orth down low. Pad save from McCarty. Rebound out in front by McKern. It's out in front near the circle. Can they jar it loose? Will it get in the net? It will. And no, off the top post. Kern tried to flick it through. As you see, McCarty's frustrated. Really no help. Another shot through traffic from Orth. Block. Another shot from the Bulls, as they are just relentless tonight. 12 goals on the night, and they want more. It shows here tonight. Back and forth towards the net now, as they will refuse to give up. As we await an offensive zone face-off for the Bulls, will they continue with a running clock here? A minute and 13 to go in this third period. Can they jar it loose? DiLorenzo can't get it out in front. Wrister blocker save coming from McCartney. Back behind the net they go, led by Melendez. Can he jar it loose? It's jammed in at the far boards. As now finally Guzzo will take it down the ice for the Tigers, looking to get something going. Maybe a little pity goal as we tick within a minute here. As in transition they go off the far boards, as now Tiso will send it around. Tiso now to Kern. Kern finds it, intercepted. Now Beccarelli has it. Beccarelli down the ice. Loses his footing, and he gets it to DiLorenzo on the far side. DiLorenzo skating around some players, gets it past now to the stick of Melendez. Melendez out in front, blocker save, rebound. Is it a goal? What is it? What will they determine it? It looks like it's under the stick of McCartney. As a good job there, as that should expire the clock here in the third period. It looks like we might get a face-off off. As no, we will call the game. Smithtown Hauppauge 12, Northport Huntington Tigers 4. Smithtown Hauppauge advances now to 4-0. And now Northport Huntington unfortunately falls to 0-4. as that is all for you folks here from the Long Island Sports Network here on the North Rinks. The final tonight, 12-4, Smithtown Hauppauge over your Northport Huntington Tigers. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next game, as I had mentioned, Connecticut and KPC at 8:40. I will be on that call again as we say so long from the freshman division tonight.